Hi students, welcome to LIS 485, Intro to Programming. Again, I'm Professor Catherine Dumas. So this week, I'd like you guys to introduce yourself. I put an introduce yourself form up on the course homepage. Just want to get to know who you are and a little bit about your backgrounds. And I'll also post an introduction of myself as well. You have your required readings and tutorials. Most weeks, all weeks, you'll have checkpoint questions, but not this week. You'll have your lab 1, which will be a review of the command line, and also assignment 1, which will be doing some syntax in Code Academy, and also some questions on chapter 1. So I found this article by Maselli and Burke, and they do a lot of research on technology skills and for information professionals. And this is just some qualitative results that they had of one of their studies through survey. And the first category, programming because to become more empowered to solve their own technology problems. And like one person said, I would like to learn programming languages so I don't have to rely on others to help with our website. Another person, I'm one of the most skilled tech-skilled people at my library, but I'd like to be able to build more of my own tools and manage the systems without someone from IT. The next category, improving communication with IT, which is always very important. Knowing how to speak the code aids in the communication with IT. And you also can better identify and work with IT to fix them. The next category, creating novel tools and improving system interoperability. And this person was talking about coding for applications and API creation. And the last category, to be able to bring new technologies to your library and to patrons. And this person said coding would help to incorporate hackerspace in their library, which is, I think, super cool. Also, to work with data. Data is everywhere. Data is whether you manage it, you retrieve it, you sort it, you analyze it. Knowing a programming language can help you to do this very effectively. So you could do data analysis, data mining, work with databases, in MySQL, work with social media data, do textual analysis, social network analysis. So what is code, software? What is a program? They're all basically the same thing. Code is just a sequence of stored instructions, and it's written in a language understood by the computer. Software is a collection of data or computer instructions that just simply tell a computer how to work. And a program is a collection of instructions that performs specific tasks when it's executed by a computer. What is Python? It's an interpreted high-level general-purpose programming language. High-level programming languages are different than low-level programming languages. Low-level programming languages are like zeros and ones, or machine code that is just very easily read by the computers. Python is interpreted, so it's also more human readable, and that's why it's a good first programming language to learn, as you'll see with the syntax. It was created by Guido van Rossum in 1991 was the first release, and now we're at version 3.74. So command line review, this will be your lab will be going over. The command line is very useful. It's the terminal in the Mac, and it's also in Windows, it's the command CMD prompt. So you will have a review in your lab and go over just some commands that are very useful. And working with the terminal is also useful when working with Python. We also will be working with, we'll set up your environment next week and talk about editors, which editors to use, how to create Python files, and that sort of thing. But for this week, that's what we've got. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you this semester, and I will see you online.